Navarro on the run. Navarro's going to keep it. Navarro for 6. Touchdown, Bobcat.
I feel I had a hard time staying in my own lane.
Oh my goodness! Red Murdoch, pick 6.
Harvath inside the 30 to 20. Blake Harvath will score.
And Mendoza takes a big hit. He never saw it coming. Trey White got in there.
There's his man, Rucker. And nobody's going to catch him. Goodbye.
Intercepted. Tom Reeves, skipper. Touchdown.
Telly again, why not? A step forward and make it 2 for Telly.
Quarterback keeper showing off the speed. Steps on the gas. Untouched.
The G5 Hive. All G5, all the time.
Welcome to the G5 Hive, where we bring you the G5 college football coverage you love each and every week. I'm Luke. I'm back after a week out, joined by my co-host, Justice. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're watching us on X, please give us a follow, a like, a retweet. If you're listening to us in podcast form, please rate and review. So, Justice, big announcement. We went live Friday night. We had a lot to talk about. But yeah, here's a chance to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, we launched our website on Friday.
Heck yeah, we did.
If you haven't had a chance to check it out, I would encourage you to go to that announcement video on our YouTube page. I also tweeted it from our X account a little while ago. If just in case you're interested in learning more. Obviously, we've had some questions. The current version of the website, I would say, is really geared towards folks that play college fantasy football. If you're really, really into data, then perhaps there's something there for you as well. This is kind of version 1 of the website. And as we build it out, it'll just continue to grow. And eventually it'll have stuff for all college football fans, G5 college football fans, etc. But this is our version 1. We're providing things that don't exist anywhere else in terms of managing your college fantasy football teams. I won't get into a lot of details, but like I said on that announcement video, these are tools that I have built over the last 5 or 6 years that I have personally used, and now they're available for everybody. And like I said, they don't exist anywhere else. We'll have some testimonials from users that will be tweeted out this week. We tweeted out one, I think, this morning. We'll have more coming throughout the week. But yeah, man, it's pretty awesome. We have a special right now. GView G5 Hive VIP promo code. You get half off your first year. Normal price is $99.99 a year. You will get it for $49.99 for your first year. In addition to the CFF tools, college fantasy football tools, all the various things we have in the data suite, subscribers also get instant access to our Worker Bee series. Those videos are typically a 2-week lag from the time we record till they're produced or published, I should say, for the public on YouTube. But our subscribers would get instant access to those as soon as they are available. But they're still going to be available to the public. It'll go out just like the normal schedule, like we've done the last 2 years. So that's just a perk for being a subscriber. And thanks for everyone that signed up, and thanks for the support. And if you want to learn more, go check out that announcement video. Got screenshots. We talk about it, et cetera, et cetera.
Move on over to our Mountain West Conference games. Friday in review. San Jose State at Utah State. This one was a fun game. Not the game I was expecting. It was a defensive battle in the first half. Utah State would get back Ike Larson, and he made his presence felt. I think I described to you, Justice, as like back into the old NFL times when they were highlighting big hits. I mean, they were legal. They were huge hits. Both defense hitting hard, but it's like Utah State would get back up after the hits, and San Jose State players stayed down when they got hit. Especially
that one hit I was gonna say that one hit on Scudero, what they called it targeting, then reviewed it, and then it wasn't targeting. Like,
Yeah.
that was a big hit by Clarkson.
Utah State, San Jose defense just came ready to hit. Second half would be more like what I expected, but a little bit slower pace. We saw 19 points scored in the first half, 24 in the third quarter. Let's head to the fourth quarter. San Jose State would take the lead 25-24 on a 45-yard pass attempt or passing touchdown from Eget to Leland Smith. They would miss the 2-point conversion. Utah State would get a field goal in their next possession to go up 2. San Jose State would go for it on 4th and 1 on their own 47 with Steve Chavez Soto getting stuffed for no gain. Utah State would eat up nearly 2 minutes and tack on another field goal to go up 5, 30-25. San Jose State with a chance to win it. They would have the ball at their own 18. However, ultimately penalties, 3 false starts. One caused a timeout as a procedure penalty would have caused a 10-second runoff. And the pressure just being given by Utah State with only a 3-man rush was too much for the Spartans to overcome. Utah State wins this one 30-25. Like I said there at the end of the game, Utah State's only doing a 3-man rush, and they were getting pressure, which should not happen at all. Definitely made it hard for the Spartans there.
Yeah, I mean, Danny Scudero was not 100% healthy, I think, in that game, right? And so that was a big difference, and they took that big shot from Mike Larson, and that was pretty late in the game. He did get up, but it was the second worst hit I saw all week. The kick, the Tulsa kicker took the worst hit, and on that attempted onside kick, but that was a pretty big hit on Danny Scudero too.
All right, let's move over to our Saturday games. Wyoming at Air Force. This game was about Air Force running game and timely forced turnovers. Liam Sarka, 26 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Owen Allen, 10 carries for 105 yards. Air Force defense has struggled all season, but this week they forced 2 critical turnovers in the fourth quarter. The game's tied at 14 in the fourth. Air Force offense just had 2 turnovers on downs. Or just had a turnover on downs. Wyoming is slicing through this defense like butter. On 3rd and goal from the 3, they're intercepted in the end zone. Air Force would cap that drive off with a touchdown to go up 21-14. Next Wyoming possession, an interception, and Air Force is able to turn that into 3 points to go up 24-14. Wyoming would score a touchdown with 1:02 left. Now down 3, but on 3rd and 4, Liam Sark is able to get 5 yards on the play, ice the game. Air Force wins 24-14.
Yeah, and it resulted in offensive coordinator Jay Johnson losing his job. The offense for the Cowboys has not looked good last year or this year, so not a surprising move. Be interested to kind of see what kind of juice we see on offense moving forward for the Cowboys.
UNLV at Boise State. This one was one I was looking forward to. This is all Boise in the first. They're up 14-2. Second was a scoring fest. 35 points were scored. The key portion of this quarter was Maddox Madsen's INT that would result in a UNLV touchdown, and it was Boise State 28-24 at the half. Third quarter, all Boise. As they pull away in this one, they score 2 touchdowns. Calandria throws a pick 6 to Amarian McCoy, who returns it 60 yards for the touchdown. They're up after 3, 49-24, and Boise State goes on to win this one 56-31. This is what we were talking about 2 weeks ago when I was on. Yeah. UNLV. Their record was great, but just seems like any matter of time before their defense gets got, and they got in this one. Boise State wins.
They were winning the games, but they were winning shootouts. Even against their FCS opponent, Idaho State. Like I said, they had a great record, but they didn't seem as good or as strong of a team as their record would lead you to believe. And Boise State, the best team they played up to this point all year, and Boise State beats them pretty handily.
All right, Hawaii at Colorado State. Hawaii winning 14-7 at the half. Hawaii would get the ball to start the third, drive down the field, cap off the drive with a 9-yard touchdown pass from Alahada to a heating up Jackson Harris. Hawaii's up 21-7. Colorado State would go 3 and out. Hawaii would tack on 3 more to go up 24-7. Colorado State would try to make things interesting as they scored 12, but failed both 2-point conversions, and Hawaii would have a 3 and out. Colorado State down 11 with 6:50 to go. Hawaii ices the game with a 35-yard touchdown run by Cam Barfield. Hawaii up 31-19. They go on to win by that score. Norvell fired. He was on the hot seat coming into the year. Kind of figured he might be one. I thought Colorado State was going to be in the conference championship game. That's how I viewed the talent they had on this field and what they had in front of them from the schedule. And it did not go to plan, and he is out.
And Alejado, like we talked, like Katz and I talked about last week, man, this is the offense we expected to see all year. Alejado and, throwing to Ashlock, throwing to Jackson Harris. Looks when that run and shoot, and he's got that thing going. It's a pretty awesome sight to see. And Hawaii's having a great year. Maybe just maybe they can make it to the Mountain West Championship game. We'll see.
All right, Nevada at New Mexico. Momentum shifts were what this game was highlighted by. Kind of go over like about 4 different points in this one. So you got the first quarter, New Mexico's up 7-3. New Mexico goes for it on 4th and 6 from the Nevada 42. Jack Lane sacked by Jonathan Maladano. He's all over. Like if you haven't watched him, like Nevada doesn't have a lot of things going, but Jonathan Maladano, very good defensive edge. But to start the second quarter, Nevada's unable to move the ball. They have to punt it back. They pin the Lobos at the 9-yard line, and New Mexico leans on the run and some Nevada penalties to move the ball down the field. They cap it off with a Scott Ray Humphreys 1-yard touchdown run. New Mexico up 14-3. So that's kind of like New Mexico had a chance, or Nevada had a chance, but New Mexico kind of perseveres, get a touchdown. Nevada scores a field goal, so now it's 14-6. New Mexico fumbles it. Nevada's able to turn that into 7 points. However, Nevada would go for it on 2, not get it. So, all right, we got Nevada getting that momentum back. It's 14-12 in favor of New Mexico at the half. Now in the third, beginning of the fourth, it was all about execution. Nevada had a turnover on downs. New Mexico would score a touchdown in 4 plays. Later in the third, New Mexico would have their turnover on downs, but Nevada possessed the ball into the fourth quarter, have a 9-play drive, but they were only able to get 3 points compared to New Mexico's 7. It's 24-22 New Mexico at this point, and New Mexico would miss a 34-yard field goal, but Nevada would not get past the 50 as they tried to go for the win. New Mexico holds on 24-22.
I think Jackson Eck had a pretty big game for the Lobos. The Lobos, they are 4-3 now. Yeah. Yep. So I mean, looks like they're going to get the bowl eligibility this year. So kudos to Coach Eck and getting the Lobos to that point.
All right, let's get into our Week 9 previews. We've got Friday game. Boise State at Nevada, 10 p.m. Eastern. Boise favored by 21.5. Over under set at 51.5. Nevada not been playing well. 1-6 on the year. I'm going to lay the points with Boise as I think they try to make a statement here. It doesn't matter if they're second string. Doesn't matter if they're third string. Boise State can ball.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of shocked Boise State. I guess because they beat UNLV and the voters see that UNLV the good record there, and so I don't know. I don't think this Boise State team is in real contention for that G5 playoff spot, but they obviously are in contention to still win the Mountain West. I think they roll over Nevada. Nevada, while looking improved, I still don't think they have anything for the Broncos in this one.
All right. This one did not have a time. But it has been now moved to 3:30 p.m. Eastern. It's San Diego State at Fresno State. San Diego State favored by 3.5. Over under set at 48.5. San Diego State 5-1. Fresno State 5-2. But I feel like San Diego State is a lot better than Fresno State. This one might be like just a defensive struggle, but I think I'm going to lay I don't love having the hook there with 3.5, but I think I might lay the points with San Diego State. They're playing good ball.
Yeah, I mean, Lucky Sutton's he's been on fire. Jordan Napier, receiver. Trey White, the defensive end for the Aztecs. Like, he had a slow start, man, but he's been coming on strong the last few weeks. And like Fresno State, like, I don't know, like they've won some games, but they haven't been very impressive. Not in the last few weeks. Mikey Keene, there was some talk about would Mikey Keene get the start this week. I think I saw where Coach Ince today said that they worked on some things with Mikey about not getting too down on himself when he makes bad decisions or they have turnovers. So they expect Keene to start, but yeah, I think San Diego State is the much better team here, and I'd have no problem betting San Diego State minus the 3.5. I think Lucky Sutton and Jordan Napier are going to have big games, and that San Diego State defense is going to force Mikey Keene to beat them, I think, through the air, and I don't think that's a winning recipe for the Bulldogs.
So you keep talking about Mikey Keene. Are you talking about EJ Warner?
I'm sorry. Yes.
I'm just like, where's Michigan coming in? I was very confused.
I'm sorry, man. Yeah. I had an old brain moment. Yeah, I'm talking about EJ Warner. Yes. Yeah, there, like I said, that there was the quote that I saw something where Ince was with this. They worked with him on the bye week not to get too down on himself when he has turnovers and incompletions. But yeah, sorry about that, man. Yeah, definitely was talking about EJ Warner.
Brett's in the chat. Welcome, Brett. All right, let's.
Sometimes we have those old people moments.
Yeah. Then we got Utah State at New Mexico. This one's at 3 p.m. Eastern. New Mexico favored by 2.5 at home, 61.5 point over under. I like Utah State in this one. Having Ike back, this defense it's playing a little bit different. New Mexico, obviously, defense has been playing well. I think I'm going to take Utah State in the points. Both teams 4-3 coming into this one. Utah State 2-1 in the Mountain West. New Mexico 1-2.
The one thing that's kind of surprised me, it seems like both Bryson Barnes and Miles Davis have kind of played. Their play has been kind of inconsistent, right, on a week-to-week basis. We thought we'd get a shootout the last couple of weeks with Utah State, and it just really didn't happen. We've seen them alternate quarterbacks. Bryson Barnes, maybe he's not fully healthy. Maybe that's what the issue is. I'm not really sure. I want to take Utah State and getting the 2.5 points, but it just, to me, really kind of hinges on the health of Bryson Barnes. Is he able to play like he was early on in the season before he got hurt? Should be a good game nonetheless. I think New Mexico's a much improved team this year overall. Last year, like they were. Bronco had them going and they're playing much better than they had in previous years. That's an extra side to this game, right? Is the Bronco Mendenhall factor. Maybe it's a bigger deal for the fans than it is for the actual players, but going from being in New Mexico 1 year and now you have your chance to go against them could add a little extra juice, if you will, a little fire for the Lobos, but I expect it to be a competitive game. If I'm betting something, I'm probably taking Utah State in the points, though.
All right, and a game that I don't know, We'll see how much of it I watch. Colorado State at Wyoming, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Wyoming favored by 6.5 points, 46.5 point over under. We've got Wyoming with a new offensive coordinator. We got Colorado State with a new head coach.
New OC too.
New OC, yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Give me. I think. Give me the Cowboys, man. Like, I mean, they're playing in Wyoming. I think the change gives them a little bit of juice. We always talk about Wyoming's a hard place to play. You got a new play caller, new offensive coordinator there for Colorado State. I think I think the Cowboys are going to win in this one. I think the momentum of getting getting rid of what the perceived problem was in the OC is gonna give them a big boost. And I think Colorado State's going the other direction, unfortunately.
Yep.
Still watching us on YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. On X, give us a follow. If you're listening, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, please subscribe and leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Thank you all for the support. Thank each and every one of you for all the support through the website, on YouTube, on our socials. Be sure to join us, come back and join us next week as we discuss what happened in Week 8. And we look forward to Week 10 and G5 college football. And as always, bring you up to the latest news and happenings in the world of G5 college football. Until the next time, we are the G5 High.